You will notice that you've got an assignment that is referred to as your apartment ground plan. If we click on that, you're going to take 2 to 3 pictures of a main living space in your apartment. That's your apartment here at BYU, or if you're home again, you could use a room in your house. Get different angles that will communicate the space well for the viewer. That's pretty easy to do. Then you're going to create a ground plan of this main space of your apartment in a scale on a piece of paper. Also, create at least 5 pieces of furniture in scale, cut out to layout on top of the ground plan, and then play with 2 or 3 variations of layout with a good sense of why one works better than another in half-inch scale. And then you would normally be showing this in class. Here's one of my bedroom that we did in a half-inch scale. Now, the way you pick your scale is you'll use your scale ruler and you'll lay it on the paper with the largest measurement you have from the room and make sure it fits on your paper. That's where you help determine the largest scale you can get on a piece of paper. On this one, I determined that half-inch was about right, and you can see how it fits on an 8.5 by 11 sheet because it is half-inch scale. If it were quarter scale, it would be half that size and be a little harder to see, perhaps. Then I also made my bed, a chest of drawers, the headboard, 2 nightstands, and a TV table that are going to be in that room. You'll note in my plan that I also put little boxes where all the plug-ins are, and at the top, under the window, I also have the heat vent, so I know that I'm not covering that up when I place my furniture. Then when I actually place my furniture, this is the way our current bedroom is set up. You'll notice how it all fits in, how there are plugs for everything that we need them to be, and we also haven't covered up the heat vent, so it works pretty well for our needs. So you're going to create a ground plan. Notice that the walls tend to be thicker, denoted as walls, and that the windows, the one window at the top there is marked as a window. That's how you show a window, is a part of the wall that has been masked out by a window. You can also see the door at the bottom left, and you see the swing of that door and how much room it takes, which is important because as you're placing furniture, you want to make sure that that door is not going to hit a piece of furniture when it opens. And then at the bottom, we have our closet for which we have a curtain, and that's why I've got a kind of a curtain drawn on there. Here are the pieces of the bedroom, the furniture pieces, and I've measured them out. That's one thing you're going to want to do because now you're going to start learning what size a bed is, what size a nightstand is, well, your particular one especially. And then you're going to draw them in that same scale and cut them out. Then you'll place them around the room to see how they fit. And you might try different movements to see if you can get your bed to the other side of the room, just missing the door, a nightstand on the side, and maybe then that means you have to put the other nightstand against the wall away from the bed. That's not really ideal for a nightstand. Well, so we place it this way. That works fairly well in the room, but you've noticed I've covered up the heat vent, so that's not really ideal either. We wanted to see if we could place the bed at an angle in the room, but that places it right in the middle of the room, and we'd be walking over the bed every day we went in. So we determined that the best layout seems to be the way we've actually got it. So to complete this assignment, now that you've drawn your room and made your furniture, make sure and take your 2 to 3 pictures of the living space so we get a better idea for it. And then take pictures of your layout with the furniture in a couple or maybe 3 arrangements, 2 to 3 as it says in the assignment, to get a feel for how that works and what's the best layout for that room, and take pictures of those also. Then you can take everything you've got, all your pictures, put them in a PowerPoint presentation if you'd like, or a PDF with multiple images, and send that in as your assignment. the apartment. Assignment completed.